Konnichiwa minasan. Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to Saral Japani YouTube channel that brings you lessons in Japanese for the beginners. Today is lesson 29. In this lesson we shall see how this and that are used as pronouns and adjectives in Japanese, and also we will take a look at particle no, which is used for expressing possession of something or belonging to something. This gives an overview of all the lessons that we have done so far in this course. If you are a beginner, then this gives you an idea of where to start from. Since this course has been designed in a very systematic fashion in which one should be learning, it is highly recommended that you follow the order of lessons as given here to get the maximum out of it. With that said, let's now proceed with today's lesson, in which we shall learn about different ways to express this and that too in the form of pronouns and adjectives. And additionally, we shall see particle no. So we begin with a quick recap of the particles. Particles are basically function words that are used to give context to other words. So this we have discussed in detail in one of our previous lessons, or more specifically lesson 22. So if you haven't done that lesson, I would recommend you to go through that lesson first so that you have an idea of what particles are. So for the time being, just remember that particles are certain words which are used to give context to other words. So without the use of particles, the other words may not give some definite meaning. There are around 15 particles in Japanese, out of which we have till now we have done two particles, wa and ka. Wa is a subject marker, as you know, and it appears along with a subject, which could be a noun, a pronoun, an adjective, or an adverb. So the most common example is watashi wa, your name, desu. So it follows the subject. And then we studied about the ka particle, which is basically used for interrogation. So any question in Japanese ends with ka, similar to the question mark in English or any other language. So to give two examples of wa and ka particles, watashi wa sujoi desu. So watashi is the subject here, I is the subject, and it follows the wa particle follows this subject. Watashi wa sujoi desu. And then we have a question. Tanaka-san wa gakusei desu ka? Means Tanaka-san, are you a student, or is Tanaka-san a student? So the sentence ends with this ka particle, which is the interrogation or the question mark. If is Tanaka-san a student? So here you can see Tanaka-san is the subject. That's why it is followed by this wa particle. And for the question, we have another particle called ka. So this is about a quick recap of particles and the two particles wa and ka that we have done so far in this course. And this is the overall view of the 15 particles. So we have done va and we have done ka. Today we will do the third particle no. So now let's start with particle no, what it does and what it is used for. No represents possession, that is of someone's. For example, my, when we talk about my things, he's, there, or Tanaka-san's, and so on. That means it represents some kind of belonging or some kind of possession. So to explain it more clearly, watashi wa sujoi desu, this sentence we have studied, which means I am Sujoi. Now there is another way to introduce myself, that is my name is Sujoi. If we say my name is Sujoy, here my, it represents some kind of possession. That is, it is my name. It belongs to me. So there is some kind of belonging. My name. So in Japanese, my name will become watashi no namae wa. Namae means name and watashi no means my. So this no particle, it transforms I into my. So earlier it was watashi wa, because watashi was the subject and this wa followed this subject. Now my name, here name is the subject, so wa will be after namae and watashi no will be followed by no, which gives the meaning of my, that is possession of I. The possession form of I will be my, and thus it becomes watashi no namae wa sujoy des. Similarly, one more example. Tanaka-san's pen is white. Tanaka-san no pen wa shiro desu. So here you can see Tanaka-san's pen. This apostrophe S, this is the position. That indicates the position of Tanaka-san. The pen is the position of Tanaka-san. So it's Tanaka-san's pen. And that's why in Japanese it becomes Tanaka-san no pen. Tanaka-san no pen. And now here pen is the subject. So it will be followed by wa. Tanaka-san no pen wa shiro desu. Shiro is this is the kanji for shiro, which means white color. And this kanji we have done in one of the previous lessons in this course, more specifically between 17 and 20. So in one of those lessons, this was included. This is part of grade 1 kanjis. So please go through those kanji lessons as well, because we shall be using more kanji symbols from that list in our next lessons. Tanaka-san no pen wa shiro desu. Tanaka-san's pen is white. And again, this no represents Tanaka-san's possession, and hence it is used here. So this is introduction to particle no. I hope you have understood the usefulness or the application of particle no. Simply it represents possession, that is of someone's, something of someone's. With that said, now let us move with the main topic of today's lesson, which is pronouns for this and that. The three words that are used in Japanese to represent this and that as pronouns are kore, sore, and are. Kore, sore, and are. So let us see what these three means and how they are used. Pronouns in general are used in place of nouns, as we all know. They are also used to talk about things we do not know the name of. In Japanese, kore, sore, and are used for this purpose. Kore means this, and it refers to something which is close to the speaker. That means if I am speaking then and I am talking about something which is in close proximity to me, that is in my hand or it's very near to me, then I will say this thing, this object, and for that I will use the word kore in Japanese. The second one is sore. It means that. It refers to something which is close to the person you are talking to, face to face. That means something which is at a little distance away, and it is more closer to the person whom I am talking to. So it means that. Kore means this, sore means that. And the third one is are. It means over there. That means it refers to something that is neither close to the speaker nor to the listener. So for example, if I am pointing towards a mountain which is at a far away place to someone, then it will be are. Are wa yama desu means that is a mountain over there. So kore, sore, are. I hope the difference is clear. Kore means this, and it is close to the speaker. Sore means that which is close to the listener, and are means something which is neither close to the speaker nor to the listener. It's at a large distance. It could be a far away mountain, it could be a far away river, or it could be a planet in the sky, whichever is at a far off distance. So this is kore, sore, and are. So this is a pictorial representation of the concept. So the first one, the lady is holding this thing with her hands. So it's koreva, this thing, this. This child is pointing something at a close distance. So this is soreva. And this man is pointing something towards the sky. So this is areva. So this is the same that we discussed in the previous slide. This is only a pictorial representation. Now let us see some examples using sentences. This is a pen. Koreva pen des. Koreva pen des. This is very simple sentence. This is a pen. This is katakana, since pen is an English word, so this is katakana. Next example is that is a book. Sore wa hon desu. That means the book is at a little distance away from the speaker. So he is saying that that is a book. Sore wa hon desu. Hon is the kanji for book, which we have studied in one of the previous lessons. Soreva hondes, that is a book. The third example is Areva Yamades. That is a mountain, or the meaning is that over there, the mountain, that is a mountain over there. Areva Yamades. Again, this is the kanji for mountain, Yama. So since mountain is at a larger distance and it is neither close to the speaker nor to the listener, so it will become Areva Yamades. Then this kore sore are may also be used in interrogative sentences. Is that my pencil? Sore wa enpitsu desu ka? Sore wa enpitsu desu ka? Or maybe it will be, is that a pencil? It's not, is that my pencil? It should be, is that a pencil? Sore wa enpitsu desu ka? So sore wa enpitsu desu ka? Enpitsu means pencil. This we have done in the hiragana vocabulary lesson. So is that a pencil? Sore wa enpitsu desu ka? Is this a fruit? Kore wa kudamono desu ka? So try to match the colors here. Kore means this. Wa and this, it forms this is and a. Kudamono means fruit and ka is for this question mark. So is this a fruit? It will be said like this. Kore wa kudamono desu ka? Then we have, is that a rabbit? Sore wa usagi desu ka? Usagi means rabbit. This again we have done in the hiragana vocabulary lesson. Sore wa usagi desu ka? Is that a rabbit? Now we are talking about a river which is at a larger distance and it is away from both the speaker and the listener. So is that a river over there? Are wa kawa desu ka? Kawa means river. This is the kanji for river. Are wa kawa desu ka? Is that a river over there? And the final example here is this Tanaka-san's computer? So now you can see Tanaka-san's. So there is again some kind of possession. So this no particle will be part of this sentence. Is this Tanaka-san's computer? Kore wa Tanaka-san no computer desu ka? It's very, very easy. If you just derive based on these rules, then is this Tanaka-san's computer will become kore wa. This means kore wa Tanaka-san no means Tanaka-san's computer desu ka? Is this Tanaka-san's computer? Kore wa Tanaka-san no computer desu ka? So this is all about kore, sore, and are. That means this, that, and that over there. I hope this is clear since this is very, very easy to understand. And the sentences that we have used here are also very simple sentences. So we have both affirmative or normal generic sentences and also some interrogative sentences to bring out the differences between kore, sore, and are. Next is, how do we use this and that as adjectives in Japanese? So as pronouns, the words were kore, sore, and are. When these are used as adjectives, this becomes kono, sono, and ano. The meaning is more or less the same. That is this and that over there. Kono, sono, ano. So let's see how this these are derived. So adjectives tell the qualities of nouns and pronouns. This and that may be used as pronouns as we just saw in the form of kore, sore, and are. And these may also behave as adjectives to describe and pinpoint nouns. In such scenarios, kono, sono, and ano are used. So kono is basically derived from kore plus no. So kore no. So this is kind of possession we have added here using this no particle, and it is added to kore and it becomes kono. So this means this pronoun is added with this belonging of no and that becomes kono. This is again this, but it becomes an adjective. Similarly, sono and ano. Kono, sono, ano also means this, that, and over there, however, as adjectives and not as pronouns. So this will be clear when we look at some examples in the next slide. This is a pen, koreva pen des. So this example we have seen earlier when we discussed about the pronouns kore. So in this sentence, kore is used as pronoun. Here, this is pronoun. Now, if we say this pen is white, so see here also this is used and pen is also there, but here the adjective white has been added. This pen is white. So which pen is white? This pen is white. That means this here talks about this subject pen. This talks about this noun pen, and that's why here this is an adjective because it describes this particular pen. So here in place of koreva, it will become kono pen wa shiro desu. Kono pen means this pen is white. Which pen is white? This pen is white. Kono pen wa shiro desu. And here it was, this is a pen. So there was no qualities, there was no adjective here. This is a pen, simple sentence, and it talks about the noun, which is pen. So this is a pronoun. This is a pen, kore wa pen desu. And this pen is white, kono pen wa shiro desu. Here, this is an adjective. So let's take another example. That is a book. Sore wa hon desu. This we have seen earlier. Sore wa hon desu. And that book is Japanese. So which book is Japanese? That book. So here that tells about a particular book, and so that is used as an adjective here. So it will becomes sono moto wa nihongo desu. Sono moto wa nihongo desu. Here moto is used for this book, and there are certain rules why we do not use hon here, but we are using moto here. So that we will see later on. For the time being, just remember when we use sono, this becomes moto. Sono moto wa nihongo desu. That book is Japanese. So sore now becomes sono. Sore wa hon desu. Sono moto wa nihongo desu. Next is that is a mountain over there. So here that is used again as pronoun. Are wa yama desu. And if we say that mountain is big, then are ano, here it should be ano. Ano yama wa oki desu. Sorry about the typo errors. So it becomes ano yama wa oki desu. Ano yama wa oki desu. That mountain is big. So here that is used as an adjective. That is a mountain. Are wa yama desu. That mountain is big. Ano yama wa oki desu. Oki means big, and you already know that this is the kanji for big, which is it may have different pronunciations, but O is one of the pronunciation of this. So O ki des. We have few more examples. Is that fruit an apple? If we have to ask this question, is that fruit an apple? Which fruit? That fruit. Means sono kudamono wa ringo desu ka? Ringo means apple in Japanese. Sono kudamono wa ringo desu ka? Is that fruit an apple? So here again, that fruit here that represents an adjective because it talks about a particular fruit. Is that fruit an apple? Sono kudamono wa ringo desu ka? And likewise, is this volcano in Japan? Kono kazan wa nihon no desu ka? Kazan means volcano. So you can see there are two kanji symbols. One is for fire and one is for mountain. So this is he and this is yama. So The pronunciation is kazan actually, kazan. Kono kazan wa nihon no desu ka? So here, is this volcano in Japan? So here some kind of possession is some like belonging to Japan is present here. That's why this no particle is used, because it represents the belongingness of this volcano to Japan. So kono kazan wa nihon no desu ka? Is this volcano in Japan? So this is how kono, sono, and ano are used for this and that when they are used as adjectives. So in English, we have this and that for both, but in Japanese, we have two different sets of words. One is kore, sore, and are for pronouns, and another set, kono, sono, and ano for adjectives. So this is very, very important, and I hope you have understood both types of this and that, that is pronouns and adjectives, and the difference between them, and how differently they are written in Japanese, both in normal statements and in interrogative sentences. And additionally, we have also talked about particle no, which represents belonging or possession. So that's all for today's lesson 29. We shall see you next time in the next lesson 30. Till then, goodbye. Mata imasho.